Hi everyone, this is Gretchen at the Hotchkiss Library of Sharon with the latest batch of new books for you on Tuesday, October 6th. First of all, I'm thrilled that we have Bill Clegg's new book, of course Sharon's own Bill Clegg. This is his second novel, The End of the Day, following up the critically acclaimed and much nominated Did You Ever Have a Family? I'm also very thrilled to remind you that he will be participating in our virtual book signing event next Tuesday, October 13th at 7 p.m. So if you'd like to participate and speak with him and hear him read from this beautiful book, please register with us at the library. This is very much like his previous novel, told from multiple points of view, many years after a very significant event that has betrayed and torn apart childhood relationships and friendships. So beautiful prose, heartbreakingly tragic and sad, but written with so much compassion that every character is someone that you end up caring very much about. So I highly recommend Bill Clegg's latest novel. Also, with that literary bent, I can recommend Jill McCorkle's latest, Hieroglyphics. This is a novel about a couple that retires to North Carolina after many years in Boston. They had married very young, united by a shared experience of losing a family member, or parent rather, to tragic events, and the repercussions of family secrets reach them many years later when they end up in North Carolina. And those of you looking for a fabulous thriller, we have Tana French's The Searcher. You may remember her last book, The Witch Elm. She's an Irish writer who writes really well-reviewed, much awaited literary thrillers. This deals with a character named Cal Hopper, who is a 25-year veteran of the Chicago police force who leaves Chicago behind and moves to a small Irish village to escape various things, and you will find out what happens. So get on the list for Tana French. She's always very popular. My last fiction recommendation is a historical novel, a very hefty one as you can see, and this is the latest from the very prolific and beloved Ken Follett. This is the prequel to his famous Pillars of the Earth series, and it is called The Evening and the Morning, and it's a historical novel that takes place at the dawn of the Middle Ages. So if you really want something meaty to escape into a completely different world, this is for you. Please let us know if you'd like to reserve it. In an election year fall, there always is a lot of topical nonfiction, and I have a wide variety here for you today. First off, I can recommend John Meacham, the acclaimed historian and winner of the Pulitzer Prize. This is his book about John Lewis. John Lewis and the Power of Hope, His Truth is Marching On, and the much admired John Lewis, who recently passed away, also provided an afterword to this book, knowing that John Meacham was working on it. So we have this available. We also have Kurt Anderson's latest, Evil Geniuses, The Unmaking of America. He is the NPR radio host, I believe now retired from that, but this is a follow-up to his book Fantasyland, and you may have had the great opportunity to have heard him on a Salisbury Forum event about a month or 6 weeks ago talking about this book, and we have it now in stock if you'd like to read that. We have Michael Cohen's book, Disloyal, a memoir, waiting for you, just in. It was back ordered for a number of weeks. We also have Mary Trump's book and other books that have come out in this vein. And this week, hot off the press, we have The Man Who Ran Washington. To go back a few decades in Washington, the life and times of James A. Baker III. And this was written by Peter Baker and his wife, Susan Glazer. She, I believe, writes for The New Yorker, if I'm not mistaken. And he, of course, is a White House correspondent for the New York Times, perhaps might be their White House bureau chief, I think. And they worked on this for a number of years, had access to James Baker, his family, many of the people that he worked with. He is now in his 90s. Of course, a very different kind of political figure than maybe what we're seeing today in a chief of staff in the White House, but certainly relevant for all of us. So we have this book, the biography of James Baker III. And just to end on a lighter note, although this is a memoir that is a bit sad as well, I have the book of Eels. I know a lot of people enjoy memoir that is related to nature and animals, such as Helen Macdonald's H is for Hawk. And this is a book by I just want to make sure I say the right thing. Yes, he's from Sweden, a man who writes about the fascinating life of eels. And he was a writer, I believe, not a scientist or an environmentalist, but he began to research the amazing life of the Atlantic eels, who migrate great distances from the Sargasso Seas. And they either go to North America or to Europe, to Northern Europe. And he has great memories of fishing for eels with his father. So it is a memoir of both, I believe, his relationship growing up with his father and then losing his father, and the amazing life cycle and impact of eels on the world. So it's gotten great reviews. It's been translated into a gazillion languages and just came out in English this summer. So I hope you enjoy these books, and I hope we'll see you on a virtual book signing event soon. And in the library, we've extended our hours. We're now open from 11 to 4, Monday through Saturday, and we hope to reinstate Sunday hours shortly. So we'll keep you posted on that. Thank you. Bye-bye.